is if you got a Dometic refrigerator, that once in a while gets the NOCO code. Check this out. It has you pull the cover off of here. I've taken my cover off and I've left it off now for a few years. It really doesn't seem to be taking any ill effects. There are a couple of things that happen. One, if everything goes south, and I maybe no FL, but there's actually a box like this. It was an aftermarket, a recall. And what you can do is you take a very strong magnet and you wave it close right up against the plastic here, and that may fix, I think it's that no FL. Although it's more likely that you need to look into here, and sometimes the flame sensor gets out of control. But this here is about resetting using, and you probably have this in your manuals, using pin 15, and this is pin 15 down here. It's that green wire I took and I poked it in there, and I'm leaving it there because every once in a while this happens and it's a real pain in the neck to figure out what it was you did. So you've got that wire there. I took it and I wrapped it around this stuff here, and so it's just going to be there for me the next time. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't recommend this to anybody, of course. You do what you like, but you've got to be careful. Now, for whatever reason, it's very, very hot out, and that seems to be an issue here. So that's one way for me to get that in a position to be able to redo it. Let's go down to the directions. It has you take all the wires off to get all these different wires off, the AC cord, the gas valve, blah blah blah, and then remove the power board cover and then reconnect them all. Well, in these instructions here, I've gone to number 5, where you just turn on the refrigerator and then you locate pin 15 on that white connector, the big connector with all the different wires on it. You should be able to find that. 15 is the top left, one in, that green one. Then we come back to this. All right, so now you turn the refrigerator on, and using an insulated wire like I did with the green insulation on it, then you short it to the power board ground lug. And that power board ground lug is right there next to that big servo, whatever that is. That has to do with that's actually the wire that comes off to the sensor for the heat on the flame. But it's the yellow ground there, and you want to just get your wire to touch that ground somehow. I left it in place and just kind of poked in there. And you just hold it there for a few seconds. You need to have some quiet around so you can hear one of these relays, I'm not sure which one, resets, and you can hear it go clunk. And so that's a big, so basically that was successful. And in my case, it says, to start by turning on the refrigerator, 5, then 6, locating the pin and doing that and holding it for, 10 seconds, number 7, I'm sorry. Then you turn off the refrigerator, and do that, and then turn it back on. If no code displays, now they're asking you to take all wires off. Turn off the refrigerator, take all the wires off, install the cover, and it is a bear to do all that, so I just left it off. So really the steps are right there. You can pause them. Boom, right there. Do. I said do. So 5 through 9, and you're done. You don't have to go through all the other crap. Well, that's my assessment of this, and currently it's about 90 in the shade here. Thank goodness I have shade. Just had a guy come over and Charged me plenty to have my transmission fluid changed. I wish I had done that by myself, but he had a flusher, and it's good to know that that can be done. So I think that's another story for another day, but this little setup, if you've done this before and you may have to do it again, might be a handy little solution for you. Just make sure your wire would stay in place. It's not going to touch anything, and I think we're in good shape here now. Hopefully I can find a cold beer in there.